Pittsburgh was kind of brutal and was looking for a way to connect with other females. So I started doing cabaret, and then eventually I came home to California to visit and also take care of my pops. And I met this really cool dude named Jim Sweeney, who was like, you need to come do this because there's not enough women of color, POC performers, to get into it. So I don't know, I spent a lot of time with my mom. She's a breast cancer survivor, and she went through a really hard time when she had one of her breasts removed. And I used to tell her all the time, you're not your body, you're not your breasts, you're not your hair, you're nothing. So you should feel beautiful in the skin that you have, and what better way to exhibit that through performance in the female form or the male form, just being whatever you are and letting it shine from within through performance.
I have many friends that were doing burlesque, and I've seen a lot of shows, and I decided to ask, hey, why don't I be a part of it? Actually, burlesque also involves variety shows and variety performers, so I was introduced as a variety performer. I believe that burlesque is a way for women to express their freedom in who they are, freedom in the way that they're built, and to be able to love themselves for who they are and what they do and what they want to express themselves creatively.
I started several years ago as a specialty act in San Francisco, and one of the great things about the burlesque shows in the Bay Area is that they do hire and want and need specialty acts. So a lot of times I'll come in at the end of the first half or the end of the show and kind of do a more non-traditional burlesque show where I don't do any kind of stripping, I just do a specialty acrobatics. I very much believe in the body, and I think that the art of the body is one of the most beautiful canvases that we have. It's one of the most ancient canvases that we have as well. Some of the earliest forms of art that we have from early civilizations was of the female body, of big, voluptuous, curvy bodies. And it's been the consistent topic for art throughout all time.
From a day-to-day perspective, I've gained so many great friends, and through experiences of learning how to think quickly on my feet and being able to improv, definitely in my day-to-day, being able to talk and handle different types of crowds in your everyday work life. You know, you come across all kinds of people. You can't pick and choose who comes to get business from you or whatever, so it's good to be adaptable, as well as it's taught me a lot about being able to separate myself from my character, Sergeant Device. It's like making me appreciate Tasha more, so that's awesome.
The burlesque world allows me to be able to express myself and be able to tell stories through dance and music, and allow freedom in whatever I say and whatever I do as a woman and as a human being, and be able to bring a message to many different kinds of people at many different kinds of venues.
I take tremendous pleasure in performing the way that I do in front of an audience that gets it. The benefit to me is to connect with my audience, and when I know that they are feeling something because of the art that I'm showing, then that's the greatest thing that I can hope for, that they're having an experience because of my show. That's what I love.
Also, I understand how important it is for me to be able to perform and have a good time and love my life, and through performance I'm able to do that. Because if I'm not performing, if I'm not making music, if I'm not on the stage, if I'm not doing something creative that allows me to fully express myself and channel my energies, I don't work, I don't function. Like, I need my art, I need my performance to be able to function. I'm trying to function, man. No.
Because I think that those of us who are doing it are sort of kind of pulling it forward and pulling it along, and it's a very like one step at a time drudgery kind of thing. There isn't like I don't think that there's like a ton of like huge momentum about it. I think that because it has a history and because it is from the past, with technology being what it is and the world being what it is, moving faster and faster and faster, I think it's harder and harder to to keep an audience with us and to convince people that this is art.
I think that it's going to be bolder. I think that it's going to open more doors for different types of performers, be it the women, being males, whatever, she-males, hermaphrodites. I think there's a lot of fun and there's lots of life that's about to be birthed. Again, there's always different ways to burlesque. I think there's lots more to come.
I see burlesque as a way for everyone to appreciate each other for who they are and to love each other for who they are, what they are, and how they're built, and what skin color they have, and what gender they are, and what gender they portray, and what ideas they have to express, and for their sensuality. In America, there's a lot of difficulties around sensuality and expressing sensuality. So all these things combined, I'm hoping that it'll help evolve us as a human species.